welcome back to another video. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much for joining my channel and watching my video. So today we've got Pamela Henderson back and we are doing a full set. So I'm going in, I've already applied my tips and a thin base of CJP's Crystal Glass. I've let that set and then I have just filed them into shape and buffed over them slightly. And now on the pinky, I'm going in with this beautiful pink. I made this pink colour. You would have seen it in, I think it was in my last video. I made this, I literally just mixed a bit of white and like literally a bright pink and a bit of clear together until I was happy and got the colour that I wanted. So I'm going in, doing a full nail of that, making sure my cuticle area is nice and neat. Building that up until I'm happy. As I've always said, you don't have to do it in 1 bead, 2 beads, 3 beads. You do it in as many beads as it takes. Don't stress about it. And yeah, just do you. Then I'm going in with a small amount of clear and just capping all that in. Then on the ring finger and the middle finger, I'm going to go in with Arctic Wolf from Glitter Arty Nails. So I pick up a bead of acrylic, dip it into the Arctic Wolf, and then I'm just feathering that down the nail onto the natural nail plate. And we're going to be creating an ombre. I didn't want this to completely cover. I want this nail to be a little bit see-through. So I apply that really, really thin, and then I'm going in here with 8mm snowflakes from Glitter Arty Nails, and they are in the shade white, and I think it's light pink. It's light pink or baby pink. I will let you guys know. I'll leave it in the in the description down below. But I'm just placing those on top of the wet acrylic and then going in with a really, really tiny amount of clear. Then I will let this set before doing anything else. Don't worry about the overhang because we're going to trim that off once that has set. If you go in and trim it off before it's set, they're just going to move and come out of place. So just wait for those to set. And then I'm going to do exactly the same on the middle finger. The brush that I'm using is obviously the CJP Big Boy brush because it's my fave. I hope everyone is well. Lockdown is almost, well, it's not really over because I feel like even when we come out of lockdown, this whole tier system is just ridiculous and most of us are staying in a type of lockdown. So yeah, but we're getting on with it. But I hope you're all safe and well and happy. So once I've done that, I'll go on to the index finger. On this finger, we're going to do a French nail. So I'm picking up my bead of acrylic, placing that on the nail, and I'm going to create my extended nail bed. And I use the belly of my brush and the side of my brush to manipulate that up the nail and into the shape that I want it to be in. Don't worry about this being perfect because once this has fully set, I do go in and file around the smile line. So don't stress about that too much. And also, if you're not going to cap this nail, you do want to make sure that this does have the apex there. Then I'm going in with my cuticle bead, placing that and pushing that down into the cuticle without touching, and then bringing that up over the acrylic we've already applied. And then I'll just keep building until I'm happy. You want a nice wall there for the white acrylic to press up against. So it's better to do it too thick than too thin, or else you're just not going to get that nice smile line. Then once that's done and I'm waiting for it to set, I'll go in and trim the snowflakes. I'm just using some flat nail clippers that I got from Amazon. They were really, I think they're about £4. And I'm just trimming off that excess snowflake. Then once I've done this, I'm going to take my baby pink colour and I'm going to apply the first bead quite wet, and I'm going to apply that where the snowflakes and the glitter meet the natural nail, and just drag that up over the nail, not all the way over, but over some of the snowflakes and glitter to create that ombre effect. Then I'm going to apply my second bead at the cuticle area, and as you can see, we're getting that nice fade now. I really annoyed myself because I didn't stick the snowflakes down well enough, so it does look really out of shape and a bit messy, but I promise you once I filed it, it's absolutely fine. But yeah, next time if I do this again, I will make sure that those snowflakes are stuck down at the sides as well. And then I'm going to do exactly the same on the middle finger, creating that beautiful ombre. I think this is like possibly my favourite nail design I've done so far for Christmas. I just really like it. It's really pretty and elegant and not too in your face, if that makes sense. It's just really, really pretty. Then once I had applied my pink and I was happy with the fade, I'm going to go back to the ring finger and I'm going to encapsulate this whole nail, making sure that I've encapsulated the snowflakes so that when it comes to filing, they don't file off. As I said, this nail looks really, really messy and I'm really sorry. Before anyone comments, I am really sorry, but it worked out fine. A file is my best friend. So I'm going to encapsulate both of those nails. Then I'm going to take my index finger nail tip out, and I did do it off camera because, as you know, it's a pain to file on her. And I just take a 100 grit nail file and just file around that smile line, making sure that it is nice and crisp and nice and neat. I also file slightly over the surface of it as well, just to take away some of the bulk. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to, because when you come to file it, I left the filing in for the index finger because it's so satisfying. So as you can see there, I've gone in and filed it, and now I'm taking CJP's coconut milk and I'm just covering the rest of the tip with it, pressing it really, really close up against it. I actually go over it because when you file, it will all file away. I'm sorry if it goes out of focus as well, my hand got in the way a bit. So just making sure that I'm getting right down the wings of the nail and making sure that that is completely covered. Then I will take a bead and place it directly on top of the nail bed. And it looks a mess, but I promise, as I've said, when they're filed, they look stunning. So when you're doing your French, don't worry about how messy it looks, because when you file, it will look beautiful. When I do French on clients, they look at me like, what are you doing to my nails? But yeah, it's all worth it when the filing's done and the top coat's on. So once I'd done this, I waited for all of the nails to set, and then I went in and filed them all. I did file them off camera, apart from this finger. I used a 100 grit nail file and just shaped them up and just took down some of the bulk. And then on the index finger here, I'm going in with my Melody Susie drill bit and my Delaney nail drill. I've got it on the highest speed, and I'm just using this to take away that bulk and reveal that beautiful smile line. And then I do go in and just file over with a 100 grit nail file just to refine it a bit more and refine the shape. And then I buff over them all with a white buffing block and get rid of the dust. Now I'm going to go in with this Indigo Nails Sugar Gel, I think it's called. It's a white gel paint, and I'm using my Master Art 007 brush, also from Indigo Nails. And I'm just creating, it's kind of like a candy cane nail, but I'm just going to be creating 3 little wiggly lines up the nail, trying to make it look as though they're kind of wrapping around the nail a little bit. And then before I cure this, I go in with Arctic Wolf from Glitter Arty Nails. It looks so pretty as well. I really like this nail, and I did go in with a little bit more and just made them a little bit thicker because I felt like they were a bit too thin. So now I've done my lines, I haven't cured it. You need to make sure you don't cure it or else this won't stick. I'm just going in with Arctic Wolf and I'm just sprinkling that over that wet gel paint, tapping off the excess and then curing in my LED lamp for 1 full minute, 2 minutes in UV. Then I'm just getting rid of the excess glitter and then I just gently file the sides and the free edge of the nail just so that they're not sharp or anything. And now I'm going to go in and top coat the other 3 nails using the Nail Lounge Collection's Ultimate Gloss Top Coat. And this is where they really come to life and they look so beautiful. And when the light catches them, oh, so pretty. So yeah, I just go in and apply this to all of the nails, cure for 1 minute in LED, 2 minutes UV, and then I do flip it over and I just apply a really small amount of the top coat to the underneath of the nails on the ring finger and the middle finger, and then again cure for 1 minute, and then that is it. So it's a super pretty design. I think this design will be quite popular with my clients. I have to switch it up a little bit for each one of them because I don't like doing the same set twice. I always like to try and switch them up, even if it's just switching the designs round on different fingers. But yeah, so I hope you like this, guys. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please click the subscribe button. I'll leave links and codes for everything in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.